The End.
Humans have ruled over me for long enough. They might be the highest form of species, but that doesn't define how they have treated me. Humans come in two kinds, ones that are good and do good deeds, and the others who are bad and do evil in this world. The evil ones are the ones to watch out for. They are filled with greed, dishonesty, selfishness, and the ability to harm others. Enough is enough.
Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The time to announce the winner of the 2020 Green Award,
announced the presenter. Green Award recognizes companies or NGOs who have done something out of their way to help the environment and operate themselves in an eco-friendly manner. For the past 5 years, this award has been won by the same company, and this year it is any different.
And the winner of the Green Awards is E.N.D Industries.
Known for its positive impact on nature, E.N.D is the world's leading forestry company.
Now, let's welcome the man behind the success of E.N.D Industries, the one who has built himself an empire like none other, Mr. Krabs.
The announcement was immediately followed by huge applause and the cheer from the audience. Gordon Krabs, being a man he was perceived as an amazing person. People knew him for being kind, ambitious, polite, but especially due to his love for nature. He dedicated most of his 50-year life to his company and took it to great heights. Krabs smirked for a second and slowly carried his overweighted body up the stage. Finally, he made it up there, took the mic from the presenter, and twisted his long black mustache in an odd manner, giving a sense of pride.
Every year, I look up to this very day, when I can proudly win this award in front of all of you, he started off. For me, nature is part of my life, and my company and I have took care of it, as you all know, he said proudly, and we shall continue to do so. Somewhere in the speech of his was a sense of arrogance. It seemed like he was trying to convince the audience, rather than express his gratitude. Truth be told, Krabs was a despicable man. He only portrayed himself as a loving and caring man, when in reality, he was one of the bad ones we talked about. He was greedy, dishonest, selfish, and last but not least, he doesn't even care about the environment. Instead, he actually harms it. He uses illegal methods to clear out land and operates some of the shadiest businesses in the underworld. Ha ha ha! If things keep going like this, I will soon be even more famous and respectable than I am right now, said Mr. Krabs while he spoke to himself after the award ceremony. I will have fame, power, money, and anything else of which I desire, he said as he laughed to himself.
The next day, in the E.N.D headquarters, which was a massive tower watching over the city of New York, as if it was a predator looking at its prey.
So, how is E.N.D coming along?
Mr. Krabs questioned this man in black.
I have spent a fortune on it, and I expect great results. Sir, you have nothing to worry about. We are just in the process of transporting it from the Morocco. But I must say that it won't be an easy task to sneak it in once it's here.
Ha 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 ha! Laughed Mr. Krabs as if he was a villain from the cartoon show.
Who do you think I am? He said proudly. I am Mr. Krabs. Nothing in this world has ever been able to stop me, and this is no different. That's true, sir. Even nature itself has given into superiority, praised the man in black. You have done a lot to make E.N.D successful. Let's not forget about the deforestation of the Amazon forest that made headlines last year. Even the oil spill from 2 months ago that took lives of more than 10,000 sea creatures. If only the world knew about the man behind it, he reminded as they both laughed hysterically. I don't bow down to anyone, and they will learn that soon. They must.
A big cargo ship swiftly sailed the waves of the Atlantic Ocean, carrying with it the E.N.D, evolutionary nuclear disease, a radioactive material that can modify the genes of a living species, causing it to evolve or produce more than it should. Krabs was planning on using it to make more trees and controlling the laws of nature, while ignoring the harm it brings with it. The E.N.D could truly be the end of me and the ones that I watch over. I must stop it. A huge storm befell on the ship like a judgment. The waves lashed out at the ship, the wind howled, the thunder clapped fiercely, and the lightning struck as if it was a clock indicating that their time had come to an end. The storm came in and annihilated the ship until the humans faced the inevitable and fell to their demise. This took me back to the time when I sunk that so-called unsinkable ship. What was it called? Oh yeah, Titanic. Well, this should do it. Let's see how Crab reacts to this.
What are you saying?
Yelled Mr. Krabs shockingly, as if someone had taken a piece of coal straight from his chest.
No, this is impossible. I checked everything beforehand. The weather was supposed to be perfect, and besides, the ship was built to handle the toughest of situations.
I'm sorry, sir, but I must say that we have another problem, said the man in black. And it seems to have mixed in with the ocean, and we have no clue how it will react.
I don't have time to think about useless things like that right now. All I know is that money has gone to waste. I'll just have to save face right now and make sure the word doesn't get out.
How despicable. This greed of his will truly be the cause of his demise. A year has passed, and so far the event has gone unnoticed. But things can only remain hidden for so long. The time has come to teach them a lesson. A large fish-like beast emerged from the depths of the ocean. With purple skin, terrifying horns, and hair that emitted light, this monster was the answer to the way humans have treated me and the ones that I protect. This mutant was the result of the shipwreck that occurred last year, and interacted with the animals from the deep underwater and made them what you would call fishmen. Their downfall will be the cost of their own creation. 100,000 fishermen emerged from the St. Lawrence River. They attacked together like a wave and took over Quebec City as the whole city fell into utter chaos. These fishermen ate humans as they were something to be fed from, and at the same time they seemed to gain attributes and memories of the humans they ate. From that they learned a simple fact. Not all humans were evil. In fact, most of them were kind and sincere, and very few would be considered bad. They made their goal to get rid of all those with darkness in their hearts.
Sir, have you heard about these fishmen?
Said the man in black in a state of panic.
They must be the result of E.N.D. We are doomed.
No, you are wrong, answered Mr. Krabs with a smirk on his face.
Do you not realize what this means? If these fishmen realize that I was the one who created them, they will acknowledge me as their master, and I will rule over this world. Arrange a meeting with these fishmen.
The next day, in Quebec City, at the Plains of Abraham, the same place which once changed the fate of North America, but this time it might as well change the whole world.
Hello, my men,
said Mr. Krabs as he spoke to them face to face.
You may not recognize me, but I recognize you, as I am the one who created you,
yelled Mr. Krabs proudly. The fishmen stood there stunned, and blankly stared at him. They suddenly got these visions, which showed them the true side of crabs. These visions came from some of the humans they ate, and they coincidentally worked for Mr. Krabs. Ha! Coincidence.
We know you very well. A little too well,
said one of the fishmen as he approached Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs started laughing like a maniac, but before he could say anything, the fishman opened his 1-foot wide mouth and slurped him as if he was a noodle.
Blinded by your greed, you have caused enough pain to us and those around you,
said the fishman with disgust.
We want to be like you and rule over others. For the sake of the good humans in this world, we shall leave your kind alone. We seek justice, not revenge. Let this be a warning to all those who do evil to watch out, or else the end will not be good.
The fishmen then mysteriously vanished without a trace, leaving behind only their warning. I, for once, sense peace in this world, and maybe now the humans and I can finally live as one. The choice is yours.